Ahoy friends!
Ahoy everybody!
This is the most highly requested video that you guys have been asking us about. The expenses of our van build, how much it costs to convert fully the Sprinter. We've been meaning to do this for a long time, but you just really wanted to do
Yeah, I had a budget. I had this big plan of like tracking every cost we had, and I had like a nice budget spreadsheet, and then just such a time constraint on the build, we just stopped. We had like piles of receipts that we never entered. So you guys were asking how much it cost. The reason we never answered was because we had no idea.
And now that we know, it's actually kind of surprising when you see how much hardware and all the little things cost.
Yeah.
Everything just really adds up. So one thing to note, we are in Australia, so all the costs and numbers we're giving you are in Australian dollars, which coincidentally is almost exactly the same as Canadian, which is awesome. But if you're from America, it's probably like 30% less. So just keep that in mind for all the numbers that we're giving you.
Some things cost us more money because we're on a tight kind of time frame. So sure, lots of things we could have done cheaper if we just spent the time to source out more materials, but
or if we could have used online shopping.
Yeah, online shopping, things like that. So this is just our personal costs, what it is. So we thought we would go through it with you guys and just tell you exactly how much our conversion costs. Our beautiful 2002 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 308 CDI 2.2 liter cost us $8,600. So this nice comfy mattress that we're sitting on is an IKEA mattress. It's $200 to buy it from IKEA. We found it secondhand for $70, and then we put a nice, also secondhand, $20 foam topper on it. Made it even more comfortable.
For our bedding and pillows and sheets and blankets, we spent around $240. We splurged a bit with some money that our parents had given us for Christmas, so we kind of thought that would be nice. So I bet you're wondering how much this table costs. Free! We got it from someone on Facebook who was giving it away. We planed it down. The things that cost money were the hinges and the hook. Alright, our ceiling fan cost $166.90. If you watched our 9 regrets of our van build, you would know that that was one of them.
So our fancy window coverings come in at $110. They're pretty much homemade. We bought $25 canvas from Kmart and some rods from Bunnings and custom made our own. The reason it costs so much is because we had originally bought rollers from IKEA, and yeah, I wrecked them trying to put them into the door, and so we couldn't return them or use them. But we did keep one of them. We kept one of the rollers for the kitchen window, so it wasn't a total loss.
So this porta potty, we also got it secondhand, but it was never used. It was $100, but we haven't even used it yet. One of my favorite things, we've showed you this also in our van tour, I think, the Gunnern from IKEA. It was $30, and it's awesome because it has a key and a lock. Cabinets, $101. These were free and things we found, so the cost was more the hinges and the magnets. The biggest expense we had with the cabinets was all the hardware, the rollers, the screws, the handles. That stuff is not cheap. Some of them, we had the soft close up there for where our cooker pulls out and everything. $500!
So this beautiful flooring that we have was vinyl peel and stick flooring, $68, and the additional prep wood and primer that we used was another $50.
Countertops to get them all nice and shiny, that cost $34 because the actual countertop was free. This sink cost us $75. We probably should have got a caravan sink, but we made it work with the regular house sink. Our hand pump that we love, don't want to waste too much water, but that was $52.
So lumber and supplies, which includes our pine lining for the ceiling, the walls, and what's behind the walls, the framing and structure, comes to $423. Things like brushes, painting, stain, all that DAP and stuff that we put on the wall to get rid of these cracks, that comes to $159. Our bar fridge, which we love, we got secondhand and it was only $80. Our plumbing, including hoses, fittings, and water jugs, comes to $170. So various tools, bits, and blades comes to $150. This number would have been much larger if our friend Jake hadn't lent us all the tools that we needed to do the build. In our budget, you can see that I have included for like tool rentals and purchasing tools because I thought that's what we'd have to do, but we didn't. All these fancy outlets we have, our dimmer, our switches, our USB ports, wires, and fuses and things like that comes to $600.
So coming to a new country, obviously we had to buy cutlery, pots, pans, bowls, plates. We tried to minimize as much as we could, but that stuff adds up.
This beautiful state-of-the-art cooker cost us a whopping $30. Our heat-resistant tint, which we had professionally done, cost us $350. Electrical systems, solar panels, $200. Inverter and charge controller, $800. And batteries, $500. So our mounting system for the solar panels was the Rhino roof racks, with all the bolts and plates cost us $450.
All right.
What do we got?
So the grand total to build fully cost $15,226.36. Just keep in mind that we didn't include our $700 we spent on new tires. The maintenance, repairs, and things that we've done since we got it cost $990, as well as we were in the state of Victoria and our insurance, registration, and stamping fee cost a whopping $1,427. So that wasn't fun, but this budget is not including that.
And if you guys wanted to see exactly how we budgeted things and came up with the costs that we have, there's actually a link below in the description which will take you to a download that you can get the Excel file. I'll leave all my numbers in there, and it's a good template. You can put your own numbers, what you think things will cost. It at least gives you a good idea. It's a good idea to come up with a budget before you start. Have that number in mind, because it's easy to just, things can run out of control, and then next thing you know, you've spent way more than what you wanted. So,
and that's why Joe didn't want to film it yet, because he had to have his spreadsheet all done, the project manager coming out.
Yeah, but now I want to pass that along to you.
Yeah, so if you have any specific questions for us, we kind of lumped together some of the things, but just let us know. Oh, wait, were we on budget?
Yeah, technically we were a bit below budget, because projects always cost more than you think. So there were certain things like the electrical I thought would cost more, but we ended up, finding a deal on panels. Things like the cabinets, I didn't factor in that, we found
free
table. The free table countertops, and you can see that in the spreadsheet, but a lot of that stuff we found in the hard waste. So things like that help us come in under budget. It still was a pretty big expense, mainly being because it's a Mercedes Sprinter. I think that was a big factor. Obviously, it's a more expensive van to buy, but I think we did pretty well.
Yeah. Anyways, if you want to like, give it a thumbs up. If not, whatever, and just subscribe if you want.
Peace. Peace.